So now I'm going to go into a little bit more depth and detail in terms of the editing capabilities that are available inside Editorial Management with respect to the new timeline editing capability. In the upper right hand corner, you'll see that there is a player, and when the bar here is in the color blue, you're effectively looking at the timeline. If you click on this button over here and it turns to green, you're looking at the source side. So even though there's only one monitor available, you actually do have access to some lightweight source record editing. In the timeline, I can actually do some trimming. So if I click here, I can trim the outgoing frame of the last frame of the outgoing shot. Notice that the player updates as I do so. Or I can trim the first frame of the incoming shot. That's obviously changing the overall duration and runtime of the sequence. And if I hold down the command button, I can trim both sides, dual roller trim editing. If you like top and tail, I can right click on the shot and choose trim top, or right click and choose trim tail. I can also add an edit or split the shot. And if you need to match frame, right click and choose load clip. I can set an in point from the keyboard, an out point on the keyboard, and in doing so I have not only an in point and an out point located above the timeline, but I also have an in point and an out point located in the player. If you're familiar with Media Composer shortcuts, Q will snap to the in point, and W will snap to the out point. Shift I will clear the in point, Shift O will clear the out point.